Welcome everybody to the Neon Kitchen, episode number 1. My name is Chef Mark Segovia. We're here at the beautiful Neon Exchange. Look at this beautiful kitchen. Thank you, Toni Bowles. She's right there behind the camera.
Hello, everyone.
Rocking and rolling again. We have a wonderful, wonderful menu today, you guys. We also have 2 special guests in the house. First, we're going to say this is Garlic Festival weekend. So we're going to do a nice garlic pepper steak sandwich today.
Yum.
We're going to do it our style, the way we do it here at the Neon Kitchen. You guys, so you guys try it out at home and then let me know what you think.
Perfect.
We do have 2 guests today. The first one's going to be Megan Bull. She is a trauma survivor and also the founder of Reclaim Foundation. Our second special guest is going to be Martha McNiel. She works with Dream Power Horsemanship and also the clinical director for the GSRC Center right upstairs, you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
for having us.
You guys excited?
So
You
excited.
guys ready for some Garlic Festival food?
Yeah.
All right.
Anything with garlic.
Every time we say Garlic Festival, we go like that, everybody.
So
I'm telling
Megan,
you.
can you tell us a little bit about what Reclaim Foundation is?
Yeah, so Reclaim Foundation was founded after my experiences as a multi-trauma survivor. It's a 501c3 nonprofit focused around building resilience in trauma communities and all impacted by trauma.
Awesome. And how about Dream Power Horsemanship?
So Dream Power Horsemanship is a nonprofit. Saturday is our 19th anniversary here
Oh,
serving
wow.
the Gilroy community, and we offer equine assisted therapy and services for people with any kind of special need.
Amazing.
And I'm also the clinical director of the Gilroy Strong Resiliency Center, which is a center for trauma survivors from the Garlic Festival and other people affected by trauma in our community, located upstairs in this beautiful building.
Yes. And they opened their doors during the VTA shooting as well to help with trauma survivors and people with PTSD. Yeah. So that's amazing.
Thank you for being here today. Thank you, you guys, definitely. So we have some wonderful things on the menu today. We do have our beautiful tri-tip here, you guys. You can see it.
Yum.
And we have all our wonderful vegetables. It's gonna be from True to Earth Farms right here in Gilroy, California. Organic farm. You guys gotta check it out if you haven't. And of course, Gilroy Garlic, can go wrong with that. We have our salt and pepper. Toni, one thing I forgot to put on the menu was butter. I always forget one thing. She's gonna kill me, I'm telling you. And I brought some beef broth, and you'll see why after, you guys.
Okay.
Everyone's saying beef broth is a sandwich. What's going on? I'll show you why. Don't worry, you guys. And our wonderful French bread. We do have another guest over here. You ready for a sandwich to yourself?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go rock and roll, you guys. First things first. Do you guys cook at all?
I do. I like to try.
Okay, hey, that's
Anything
it.
with a lot of garlic on it, I'll eat it.
So first things first, we're gonna get this here. Actually, we have the oven on at 350.
Okay.
Oven's on right now. I brought my cast iron, my trusty cast iron. So it's not your regular, your other different pan. This is a lot thicker. It's gonna take a lot longer to get hot. So right now we have it on a medium. We have it on a medium. I'm gonna bring it up to a nice high. Let it get real hot because we're gonna get a sear on this guy right
Okay.
here. So we're gonna let that go. Let it get nice and hot. As you can tell, this has 2 kinds of fat. It has the outer fat and the intermuscular fat. The intermuscular fat is what all the flavor comes from. You want to leave it there. It transfers the heat around so it all cooks evenly. This is what you want to take off. We might leave a little bit, but really you want to take some off. Then all you do is just...
How do you choose your slice of meat?
I look at the marbling. I look at the marbling, see the marbling. If there is no marbling, it's going to be a lot less flavor. You got to add a lot more stuff to it to get that flavor.
Okay.
Good question, Megan.
Yeah, good question. That's enough. You already outdid your questions already.
Oh, I'm done. Hit my quota.
I'm telling you.
So you just trim it
Yeah,
off.
just trim it off, you guys. And of course, I always have my little trusty bowl here for my garbage. Always have that there, you guys. Always. So you were there at the Garlic Festival, huh? When all that happened?
I was. So my boyfriend and I, of course, I'm obsessed with garlic, so I have convinced him over the years to finally go with me. It was our first time at the festival, and we really enjoyed our day. We had all the wine slushies, we got our
Yes.
free garlic, we actually went to your cooking show.
Yeah.
And we're in attendance, grabbed our food from you that I think you got a little in trouble giving out, but...
Mario Scudero, you remember that day.
So we had a great time and had our garlic ice cream, and from there we started making our way towards the exit, and I actually stopped to take a picture of some dogs because I love dogs just a little bit more than I love garlic, which is a lot. And as I took the first photo, they were sitting perfectly, and I went to take a second photo of them, and the first shot actually went off during that second photo. So they're actually jumping in it, and at first I thought either the bouncy house next to me popped, or it was fireworks, or something else was going on. You try to rationalize it. And then next thing I knew, 3 more shots went off, around 3, and that's when I realized that it was a shooting. And so my boyfriend and I then began to run, and so did everyone else in the vicinity. And as we ran, it was obviously horrible, and you realize what's happening. And a vendor actually had their truck, because it was the last 20 minutes of the festival, and they were actually on their way out. So we actually started banging on the truck. They unlocked the doors and let us hop in. And the eeriest thing is that they drove us all the way to our car, and the shooting happened so quickly that by the time they got us to our car, the last bus to leave the festival before the shooting actually arrived to drop off people at their cars. So people were getting out happy, had enjoyed the day, and we had such a different experience with it. And then I pretty quickly materialized PTSD, really struggled. I think a lot of people did that day. Strangely, my boyfriend actually was okay. He was the one that was like the one-time event. He was able to get over it.
Yeah.
And then I
Not everybody's like that though. Not everybody's like that. Everyone has their own.
There's such a range of how people react to it, and I was on the not reacting well, and he was on the reacting okay. And at the time, I didn't really realize that like spectrum of reaction.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and it honestly made me like feel a little bit down of trying to figure out, okay, why am I scared of people? I'm scared of being out in public now. And I started looking for more resources and therapy, and realizing everyone has such different reactions to it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you were safe
Thank you.
physically from that event, and you're here with us. Definitely.
Yeah.
We did put salt and pepper on the tri-tip. Brought it over here. We put some oil. Got it a little really hot. Getting a good sear on this. Look at this. It's already searing. And what that does is just seal in all the flavor from the inside. Keep all the juices inside, you guys.
Chef, were you actually there that day as well?
I was there that day. I left probably 15 minutes before the shooting. Actually, my event, we finished early because we were just so tired, and we took off. We had, my girlfriend, her grandma, aunts, uncles, my mom, sisters. We had a huge family there, and thank God we all left. We all left 15 minutes before it happened. And we're all safe. Fortunately, we were safe. It was pretty scary to even think about that we were there.
So Megan, can you tell us more about sort of your history with trauma and what led you to do this?
Yeah, so after Gilroy and with that struggle with PTSD, I was trying to look for resources, and a lot of them weren't there. The GSRC did not exist yet, and I really wish it did, but it did not. And when I was going to therapy and had to navigate that, one therapist isn't a one-size-fits-all, and that was something new for me to try to figure out, and ended up finding and getting help. But during that process, I was actually in a hit-and-run car accident during the pandemic, and actually had to have intensive back surgery where I had to have 4 screws and 2 rods put in my back.
Oh my goodness.
Had to relearn how to walk, and then during that recovery process, I had to move back home with my family in Vacaville, California. And then Vacaville was actually ravaged by wildfires. So we had to evacuate our home. Many of my childhood friends lost everything because it happened so quickly.
Yeah.
And through these different events, I really realized that there's no resource for an all-inclusive trauma. And just because these were different trauma events, a lot of the effects were the same. That need for community, that need for resilience and resources. And I hope to fill that gap through Reclaim Foundation.
Right. So are you seeing more groups, more organizations helping out now?
Yes, everyone is really great, and we've been so lucky to be able to partner with the GSRC and build really great relationships with people. We are brand new, but everyone we talk to is so willing to lend a hand, we've been really lucky that
Isn't Gilroy such a great community?
Gilroy's a great
We
community.
love Gilroy.
Honestly, it feels like home here, and this is actually my second time really being in Gilroy. The first time being the festival, and this is the second time, and I feel like I've been ingrained into it.
Yeah, Gilroy's an amazing town.
It really is.
Amazing. We love it here.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Now we're gonna eat some sandwiches.
I know, if you feed me, I'll stay.
So we're gonna get to the good steer, you guys. Check this out. It's going. Martha, you want to take a look at this? I know you cook, right, Martha?
I do not cook at all.
At all?
At all.
What?
None, zero, nada.
So we're just gonna get a good steer right there. Look at that. This is almost done. All right, another minute. We're gonna throw this hook. I'm gonna throw this pan. This meat on this. We're gonna put it in the oven.
So when you're looking for a spear, how do you know your spear is done?
It's just a good solid. You see how this is very nice and brown? I see it's golden brown and delicious.
Delicious. Not gonna know. Okay.
So there we go. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna put that here. And it's a little smoky. Let's get it under the fan there. We don't want to set the alarm off. We did it once, you guys. Let's put that in the oven, and we're gonna let it go. Next, we're gonna start cutting these guys. Before we do that, if we get a little cleanup, be right back. So we have the tri-tip going, you guys, 350 degrees. We'll look at it in about 15 minutes. See what temp it is. I bought my handy thermometer. I really don't need this, but for you guys, I'll use it, all right? I can just touch it and tell you where it's at. But we'll definitely check it out here in a little bit.
Okay.
Let me get going right now. Bell peppers. People always think, how do you cut it? What do you do? How do you get the stem off? There we go.
Gosh.
Boom.
I wish I knew that earlier.
That's it. That's it. All you do is push in the top. There you go. Again, like so. There you go. Really easy, you guys. Here, we'll try. We'll push it in. Push it in. There you go. There
It's
we
like a
go.
New Year's
That's
Eve
kind of
popper.
fun, yeah.
It's like a present. There we
The
go.
new stress ball is just
Yeah.
gonna be cutting bell pepper.
So, bell peppers. Here we go. Try to get as much seeds as we can out, you guys here. And there we go. I feel like Shrek just ripping stuff over here. There we go. So to cut these, I take off a little bit of that white stuff right there. Well, just slice it. That's it. Really easy. Toni always likes it when I cut, huh, Toni?
Yes, makes me nervous sometimes when he goes too fast.
Oh my gosh.
I won't cut myself.
You won't cut too fast for me? Okay. So
We'll do it with eyes closed.
I know, right? You're making me nervous.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice all these. I'm gonna slice the onion, some parsley, and we're gonna get a good saute on those, you guys. I have the fire going on medium right now. We're using the same pan that we seared the tri-tip on. It has that nice flavor in there already. Especially that cast iron. I love cast iron. I use this. I use it quite a bit on.
Yeah, you do.
Because it just cooks amazing.
So Martha, can you tell us a little bit about where you were that day?
Yeah, so on that Sunday evening at a little bit before 6 o'clock, I was sitting in the parking lot at El Pollo Loco, my favorite local restaurant, because I don't cook. And I was having dinner. And all of a sudden, all these sirens started going by. Police, fire, sheriffs, helicopters, just going, wow, 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 wow. And I was like, something bad must have happened. And of course, the source of all local news is Facebook. So I go on Facebook to find out what's happening, and I realize there's a shooting at the Garlic Festival, there's an active shooter, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so then I kept following Facebook, and they said the Family Reunification Center was at Gavilan College, and that the buses were going to Gavilan. And I'm like, I have training in critical incident stress debriefings, I'm a therapist, what the heck, I'm almost there, let's just go over to Gavilan and see what's going on. So I went over to Gavilan, and I stayed there until about 10 o'clock that night, talking with vendors, mostly the vendors who were coming, who were barefoot, who had left their money from the whole weekend, they had left all their belongings, their car keys, their cell phones, there at the festival. And it was like, what are we going to do now? We had little kids there, we had adults, we had families that were separated. A lot of the vendors were from out of the area. So I just ended up talking with them, and while I was there, I was also getting messages from our people at Dream Power Horsemanship, because we had a lot of volunteers who were at the festival that day. We've been helping all weekend. And so it became clear to me right away that we needed to do something right away for the people that were there. So we started our drop-in support groups for people who were at the Garlic Festival for the next day. So we had our first support group on the next day, and we had them daily for about 2 weeks after that. And because of my experience with that, with having the support stuff happening at Dream Power, when the Gilroy Strong Resiliency Center got going, I was really interested in being a part of that because I already had experience with the people who had been there, and it just seemed like a natural thing. So that's kind of been my part in it. One of my favorite quotes is from Mr. Rogers, and Fred Rogers, and he says that, when I see scary things in the news, I always remember what my mom said, which is, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. And so that's what I think about. And with the Garlic Festival, I think about the hundreds of cars and sheriffs and police that went by and helicopters flying in and all the helpers that were there. And now we have the GSRC and we have a lot of other people, the Reclaim Foundation helping. And so I like to really focus on the helpers and not focus on the bad stuff that happened, but really focus on the good people who are helping.
Yeah, and all the goodness that has come out of all of it is, I mean,
I'm on a cooking show.
right?
And I was so in awe because I was on the other side where I was able to get out because of that vendor's kindness of escorting us to our car, that we were able to leave before that blockade really happened. And so I was on the freeway with my boyfriend driving back to San Francisco, seeing all of the emergency and first responders coming from all over the state, and like how many of them were coming and showing that kindness to help in a situation that isn't their community.
Yeah.
That's amazing, amazing. I'm telling you what you guys, we're all there in some sense, we're all there working together already in a sense. That's amazing, amazing work. What do you think, Toni? I'm gonna get emotional already.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I think it's the onion too. We're turning up a little
It's the onion I'm cutting, I'm telling you. So come over here, take a look at this. Look at this, ladies.
Wow.
These are just beautiful. Let's get this cooked down.
So that's a mixture of.
We have 3 different colors, the tricolor bell peppers, the red onion. On the menu, I just put yellow onion. Feel free to use anything you like.
Okay.
So, another one, Toni. God, I'm sorry. I'll get it right sometime.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
Salt, pepper, olive oil, parsley. We got tricolor bell peppers. Use any bell peppers you want, you guys. I use these because they're a little sweeter. They're gonna be a little sweeter than your green ones. I use this because it's also a little sweeter than your yellow one.
I was always told to eat the rainbow.
Eat the rainbow, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That is
So we'll bring this
certainly
down here, cook it down, and when in about 3 minutes, I'm gonna add that broth to it. It'll start just cooking down. And when the meat comes out, we'll slice it, throw the meat in there, and we'll make our sandwiches.
Nice.
So right now we're gonna come over here and let me make this little butter for our bread.
Okay.
Real simple. Garlic, a lot of garlic, don't be shy. And I'm also gonna add garlic to this. And I didn't add it yet because it will burn.
Oh.
So you gotta let it cook a little bit down, then you add the garlic, and then, or else the garlic will burn.
Okay.
Let's get a little bit of parsley here.
So we're at garlic, parsley for the butter.
Yes, garlic, parsley, butter, and a little bit of salt and pepper. That's it.
Okay.
Real simple. This could go on anything, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
With some shrimp, with anything. There we go, just like that. Just get a little mixture on it.
Was that salted?
Not yet. It's just not salted butter.
Got it.
Look at this already. Look at this. And we're gonna put this on the bread, and we're gonna toast the bread, you guys.
I'm ready.
So we
I
get a little
got excited
fancy.
shoulder
We get a little. I know. I saw that. Like,
And the person that eats dinner and I'm kind of dancing in my seat at the same time.
look at that. There you go.
Oh, that's
There's your
pretty.
garlic herb butter.
Nice.
You can use this for chicken and shrimp. I did a party last night actually, where we did chicken and we stuffed it with the garlic butter like that.
Nice.
So let's take a look at our veggies over here. This is all our scraps, you guys. Remember, always have your bowl. Look at this. Look at this. Smell this. Oh my God.
That looks beautiful. How do you know when that's done?
Oh, this is breaking down. It'll start getting. See how it's still hard?
Yeah.
So we'll start wilting. We'll start wilting, breaking down a little bit. That's all we're doing here is breaking them down. Breaking them down. This looks amazing. The smell is just awesome. Can you smell that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can just eat this with a bottle of wine. We're done. I'm telling you. Forget about it. Here we go. Want to mix it a little bit? There you go. You're next. You're mixing
Look
it.
at her tossing.
I'll
Look
tell
at
you.
her tossing it.
There we
Go,
go.
Megan.
That one we can't pick up, so you're good. You're good. She's a natural. She's a natural. Don't come take over my show, okay?
All right,
Martha, come on, Martha.
Go,
Look at you.
Martha.
Oh, you got it.
I think when pigs fly,
There you go.
here I am,
Girl,
stirring.
look at Martha's cooking.
Doing it.
But I happen to love bell peppers,
Yes.
all colors. This looks fabulous.
I'm telling you.
Wow. It's
Perfect.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you, guys.
I've reached the limit of my competency.
We'll cook again next year.
Okay, I'll come back.
So we're gonna let this cook, you guys. We have our tri-tip cooking. Let's get a little cleanup and we'll be right back. Here we go, everybody. Look at this. How broken down they are. They're nice and soft now. Remember, Toni, you were asking?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this, ladies. Here we go. I added the garlic. You guys can smell it in the air. It's like garlic festival in here, you guys. Definitely.
You have not added the broth yet, though.
I'm gonna add the broth right now.
Okay.
And what that's gonna do is deglaze that bottom, get all that flavor in the bottom.
About how much broth was it?
That's 1 cup. These are 1 cup right here. I measured it already. What this is doing right now is taking all that flavor that was stuck in the pan, bringing it all off, all that wonderful flavor. And right now we're gonna put it on low. Put it on low. And there we go. Let it stay like that. Put that in there. I'm gonna pull out the meat. Should be about a medium rare right now. A good indication that it is medium rare is gonna be that blood coming out right here.
Okay.
Sorry, it's the pink meat. See this blood coming out? Like you squeeze it right there. That blood. That's a medium rare.
Got it.
So we'll let it sit here for a while, and always remember that it's carryover cooking. It's gonna keep cooking as it goes. So if you're looking for a medium well or a medium, pull out a medium rare, let it sit for a while, it'll turn into medium.
Okay.
And you just take it out. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. While this is sitting, we're gonna do the garlic bread. Everybody loves garlic bread. I know I do. Nice crispy rolls. Bada bing, bada boom. Get a little bit of the garlic butter in there. Oh my God.
That looks
look at this
delicious.
Ready.
You ready? You ready to turn this up? There we go. Like so. Let's do all these right here.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Let's cut all these first. You're getting hungry?
I'm hungry.
I'm telling you. They had that drive-through going on for the garlic festival, I think this weekend also.
Oh, yeah, this second weekend is also, it looks fantastic.
Oh my God, look at this. They do a wonderful job out there at the garlic festival, those guys out there.
It benefits a lot of nonprofits and great communities.
Oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We do, we sure miss it, we sure miss it. Hopefully next year, right?
Yes, absolutely. So can you tell us a little bit about how to access the services that are accessed through GSRC and how to access that?
Yes, so at the Gilroy Strong Resiliency Center, also known as the GSRC, we are located here at the Neon Exchange, and you can come in on Tuesday and Thursday evenings between 5:30 and 8 p.m. But you can also call us.
That number is 408-209-8356, I heard.
So you can call that number. And the services that we have available, we actually have so many that I need to read them
That's okay.
because I can't remember them all. But we have individual counseling.
Awesome.
We have support groups, because I'm going to leave here in a few minutes to go lead a support group for law enforcement officers. We have trauma education. We have advocacy and case management. We have victim compensation and supportive community gatherings like the vigil that was held yesterday for the second anniversary of the incident. So we have lots of different services, more are coming, and all of our services are free.
Yes.
The center is funded by a grant from the federal government, so all of our services are free for anyone in the community who's impacted by the Garlic Festival or any kind of trauma in any way.
That's fantastic. And Reclaim Foundation, how do we access that?
Yeah, Reclaim Foundation, we have a very virtual model, so you can find us at www.reclaimfoundation.org. We have stories on there where you can read about others impacted by trauma through their experiences. You can also share those stories with us. We always find there's strength in sharing your story. We have a comprehensive list of resources that we're also building internal resources for. And our biggest project that's not out yet, hopefully this fall,
Drum roll.
is our online portal where people are going to be able to create an account and be able to journal their experiences independently, but also share those experiences into communities that they're affected by and get advice from fellow trauma survivors that have been there. And then this is also open for anyone impacted by trauma. So friends, family, allies. If you want to learn more, you can also make postings and garner advice from people in that same group.
Awesome. Amazing. Amazing work both of you are doing. Thank you so much. Definitely. Here's our meat, you guys. What do you think? It looks beautiful, right?
Yes.
So come a little closer. I'm going to show you some. See all these lines? When you cut meat, you want to go against it. You want to cut against it. So what we'll do right now is cut it in half.
Okay.
Beautiful medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Watch out for the hool. So this is going this way, so we're going to slice this way.
Does that just allow you to cut it easier?
Oh, it's going to be less chewy.
Oh.
Less chewy, yeah. If you cut with it, it's going to be tougher for you. Let's see here.
know that.
Look at that. Look at this. Oh my God. And we'll cook yours a little more, I promise you, okay? Oh my God, look at this. That's like perfect, Toni.
Yeah.
The smells are just amazing.
Good job.
Look at this.
Some of the other things that Chef is working on in the capacity of with Carry the Vision is also like healing and sort of recovery through cooking.
Yeah.
And how that can bring people together too.
Yes, definitely. Cooking very universal. It does help a lot of people.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to find their niche of what they enjoy and then being able to focus on that rather than what you've been through is a super healing experience.
And cooking is very nurturing. Like it's like the
Yeah.
ultimate nurturing activity. I don't do it, but I'm glad I
Can I get a couple of napkins, make sure that juice doesn't run?
And we can also eat together and break bread
Yes.
together.
do. Breaking bread together.
Make sure we don't get this juice. If I would have set it, maybe sit a little longer, we would have less juice running, you guys.
Okay.
You might want to sometimes let it sit even for like 10, 15, 20 minutes even. We don't got time for that. We're going to eat.
TV time, right?
Yeah,
We're
we
on
gotta
a, we're on
eat.
a tight
So I'm
time
going to get
constraint.
a plate here. We're going to put this on here. There we go. And we're going to put this into the mix.
Okay. So you just dump it right there. Toss it.
Oh my God. All flavor.
That really absorbs the flavor onto the meat that
Yes,
we're doing.
yes.
Okay.
We're getting all the flavor in there. You're getting the garlic, olive oil, that broth I put, the peppers, the onion, everything. And the love. Don't forget the love. There's a lot of love in here. This is amazing. The smell just, can you smell that?
Yes.
Smell of vision.
Smells good.
So let's take a look at our bread here. Oh, yes.
Did you change the temperature at all?
I did put the temperature a little bit higher to 400 just for the bread.
Okay.
Just for the bread, you guys. I'm going to turn it off now. We have nothing on. I'm going to put this right here. And then we're going to get cleaned up and we're getting ready to taste this food. All right, well, so now we're all ready to plate, you guys. Come on a little closer and take a look at this. We have our wonderful tri-tip, nice and sliced. We threw it in here with the wonderful onions, bell pepper, tri-color bell peppers, nice garlic, some parsley, salt and pepper, and olive oil. Very simple, you guys, very simple. Take your time. Make your own variations at home. You could add whatever you want. Sauteed jalapenos or whatever you want. Brussels sprouts or whatever.
This is accessible cooking. Even I could do this.
So let's get this plated here. We're gonna get the meat. Oh man, it's so tender, it's gonna fall apart, you guys. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Are you guys mouth getting watery over
Oh,
here?
it is. I smell the garlic bread too. It's amazing.
This garlic bread's amazing. There we go. I made sure to save you guys some. Don't worry, Toni. Don't worry, guys. Gonna cut this in half. It went right through it like butter. I'm not even playing. Look at this. Like butter. Oh my God.
You take a look at that.
There we go.
Even
Bada
his
bing, bada
plating
boom.
skills are artistic. Look at.
Bada beam, you guys, look at that. Our wonderful sandwich dedicated to the Gilroy Garlic Festival right here. You guys, so we're gonna have you try it now. So here we go, you guys. You guys can try this out. Let us know what you think. Hopefully they give us a thumbs up or else. Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Yeah, this feels so full circle after seeing about the actual festival.
Yes, I know she was there. She was there when I competed at the Garlic Festival. Look at her. Look at her. Yes.
Martha's finger
Can we get a
licking
thumbs
good.
up? Thumbs up? There we go, you guys. We got a wonderful thumbs up here.
It's amazing.
Martha, I want to thank you for everything you do in our community, and if you ever need anything, we're definitely here to work as a team. Megan, same thing, we're here. Whatever you guys need, reach out to us. We'll definitely work as a team to help out our any community.
Thank you.
Any community, not just Gilroy, but we are definitely Gilroy Strong. I want to say thank you for coming on the show, and good luck to everything, okay?
Thank you for making cooking accessible.
Yeah, thank you for having
No
us.
problem at all, no problem at all. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody, to episode 1 of the Neon Kitchen. We want to dedicate this episode, number 1, to all the victims of the Garlic Festival shooting 2 years ago, to all the first responders, everybody that's out there that really helped out and that was just involved. We want to say thank you, and we dedicate this show to you guys, and you guys are the real heroes out there. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Chef Mark Segovia. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye-bye.